Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. My name's Amin Hassan. That's Big Jerv. That's Black Trey. Shout out to the Patreons. Patreon.com/count the dings. If you are a Patreon, you already know you get this whole episode, bing, bang, boom, in its entirety, not chunked up. If you are a Patreon, you're getting that OG podcast that's dropping now every week. Me, Zach, Trey, Waz, Tom, and Jade, we're all back together. We're doing the damn thing. And if you are a Patreon, you're getting those watch-alongs. You're getting the Discord, which, by the way, is getting revamped. That's right. New Discord, new access, new, especially as Twitter turns into a fucking wasteland. Discord will be your friend, man. It's a nice space of like-minded people just here to have a good time, share memes, laugh, talk about shit that we talk about. So make sure you are a Patreon, patreon.com/count the dings. All right, let's get started. Chappelle hosted SNL, and man, let me tell you something, man. I just got done doing radio, NBA radio, and we were talking about Steph Curry in the start of the season he's had. You guys know this. Steph Curry is shooting 68% on 2-point shots. He's taking 9 shots a game inside the 3-point line and shooting 68% on them. In the restricted area, right? Like right at the rim, he's shooting 78%. And if you've been watching any Warriors games, you're watching Curry, you see he's on a different goddamn level right now. And that's what Dave Chappelle's monologue looked like. It looked like someone who's shooting 78% at the rim and 50% from three. It was amazing. I mean, did he miss? Was there anything that didn't land?
I don't think he missed at all. And I think that, again, whether the message is the same or not, bro, he knew how to say it. And motherfuckers ain't pushing back at that shit. You feel me? Like, it was to a point where even the fucking barbershop skit was so fucking dead on, to a point where it's like, if you get it, you get it. And the way how he knows how to, like, again, even him hitting on, like, yo, the underlining joke of, like, nigga, I gotta read this to say that I'm not anti-Semitic, even though you niggas know that I'm not anti-Semitic. Secondly, I grew up with Jewish people, bro. Like, so again, I'm afraid to say this shit, and I don't know what the consequences is, but I'm still gonna say it, nigga. And that shit hard to me. And he knew how to deliver it in all different ways.
There's two things, Trey. Number one is he always knows how to deliver, right? His delivery is second to none. But number two, and I think this is important for people to recognize, he's a comedian. Like, there are people, because there's always someone who's upset about everything all the time. There are people upset about what he said. I'm like, he's telling jokes. He's telling jokes up there. Like when he says, if it's a group of black people, it's a gang. A group of Italians, it's a mob. And if it's a group of Jewish people, it's just a coincidence and we shouldn't talk about it. It's a joke. It's a joke. You know how I know it's a joke? Because a group of black people is not a gang, and a group of Italian people isn't the mob. So how is that punchline going to be the part that you take seriously, but you recognize everything else as a joke?
I think you hit it right on the head, bro. You hit it right on the head with the Steph Curry analogy. Even when he comes back and brings it, like, you know, he does the whole thing and he brings it all full circle, and then he brings the chain out.
Bring that chain back out, nigga.
Yo, it was literally just watching a true, I don't want to say genius, a true just legend, a true master of their craft. I mean, a comic genius, right? Like
35 years in.
Come on, bro. And then just to see him, it was like watching a perfect weave. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, he ran everything through this monologue to absolute perfection.
Nigga, it was that synchronizing walk video, nigga. Yes, nigga, it did not fucking collide. That's what that shit was, nigga. And I was hyped because I'm like, thank you. You know the fucking Michael Scott shit where the niggas say, thank you, nigga. That was me. Because this is the same shit niggas been saying for like 2-3 weeks. Like, again. And this is a nigga who was like, even the funny part about it was like, nigga, you said that all along. Even I want, he like, nigga, I done ran this nigga defense so many times. But when he did that shit, I was like, nah, I'm gonna let it, you know what I mean? And that's how niggas in America are thinking. Like, hold on, nigga. He was hitting on every fucking point though, right? Like, if you felt offended off that shit, man, you don't get comedy, first off. Secondly, you just too serious about everything. I can't fuck with you. I can't fuck with you. And third, oh my God, go ahead.
When he said Trump, said he walked out the house, said everything that y'all think is happening in that house is happening. And then he walked back in the house and Sada kept playing the game. He said, it's like this nigga took out his Illuminati card and did a line of coke off of it. Yo, I was fucking in tears, bro. He had another one. What was he saying? Oh man. Fuck, I wish I'd written down.
I mean, the fact that he got that off in 15 minutes versus some comedians need to do in 2 hours.
No, that was a full stand-up.
That was a full stand-up. We just on the low. We got a Dave Chappelle special. Real quick, yo, when he said that shit about Trump's wife, he was like, "Yo, I gotta look at different now." Yo, he said she looked like
that James Bond would smash, but not really trust. Dog, that is such an insane goddamn joke, man. That's such an insane joke. Just, man, like master class. That's what that was. That was a master fucking class in just how to do it.
He's got a tour coming up, right? I feel like
he's on him right now. Him and
Chris on tour right now. Yeah, he had a joint like a couple weeks ago. That shit was at midnight though. I couldn't pull up.
I gotta see that.
Radio City or what was that? What was that one?
I think it was at Radio City. It was like $200. It was like $200 too. Nigga.
But you know what, dog? That's a $200 that like I can justify saying, yo, it's worth it. You getting two?
Yeah, no, I ain't fighting it. Listen, he's at that level where he could get that off. But I'm just like, nigga, on a Sunday night.
Oh,
it's a Sunday night going. I'm like, nigga, I got a lot of shit to think about because that's traveling, right? Traveling into the city, then coming back home after leaving this nigga show. This show might not answer 3.
No, yeah, he'd be having the marathon ass shows, especially if it's not taped and everyone's phone.
Have y'all seen him live?
Yeah,
you have. Okay,
yeah,
I seen a nigga accidentally do some shit.
See, that's what I'm mad. Yo, honest to God, the one thing people say, oh man, like you don't wish you lived in New York or L.A. The only reason I would wish I lived in New York and L.A. or LA is just I want to be able to go to the comedy club every night. Go to the club every night, go in there, and because you never know who pops up. Like, man, so Zach was telling me he's seen Dave Chappelle like 3 times at the comedy store.
Living right down the street from there, bro, when I lived in Beverly Hills. I would hang out and we would pull up, we'd go get drinks. We hang out in that little area right there at the comedy store. And then you
right out that little courtyard outside.
Yep. And then I'll be out there smoking some weed with the comedians. Then I come in, and all of a sudden you see a nigga cloud of smoke. You like, who the fuck is this smoking cigarettes? First of all, you're not supposed to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is smoking cigarettes? Dave Chappelle. And you be like, damn, this nigga about to try out some jokes right now? Fuck it. Like, you know, and it'd be so many niggas that just pull up in there and you be thrown off like, damn. But yeah, dog, you know what I mean? Like, that was probably one of my favorite times because I didn't kick it at actual clubs. I was hanging out at comedy clubs, chilling. Here in New York, I ain't really did that like that. I mean,
the cellar, bro.
That's
why I told. So we'll get to this a little later, but I told y'all that I saw Kevin Iso.
Okay.
Outside the
in Atlanta too.
Yeah, we'll get to that when we talk about Atlanta. But yeah, like just like if you're at the cellar, dog, you just hang out right there. All right, they're all there. They're all just walking around and shit and just fucking around. So like
the cellar is the name of a comedy club.
Yeah, comedy club in New York. Yeah.
Okay.
So, nah, man, that's the one thing I miss. Like here in Arizona, like you get like obviously the weekend, you'll get good acts coming in doing their shows or whatever. But if you're going in on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, first of all, a lot of them ain't even open. And the ones that are be open mic night and shit like that, man. Like I just want to be I'd love to be somewhere where I'm just watching these guys just work on material, because that's the fun part, man, when they're just out there just trying shit. I remember what's it? Is it Chocolate Tuesdays, Trey? At Improv? You muted, but he said yes.
I think it is. I want to say yes. You talking about the Hollywood Improv, right?
Yeah, Hollywood Improv. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
They had like D-Ray hosts the show there, and it's like it'd be like black comedians, Donnell Rawlings, and sometimes it's comedians you never heard of, and that's the fun part too. It's like I don't know who you are.
Tony Rock was doing something like that too.
Yep, you make me laugh. Like it's one of the things I love. I love just going to the club. Like I don't know who you are, but you made me fucking laugh. I went and saw Tony Baker up in Burbank doing Flappers in Burbank. And again, same thing.
Burbank is crazy.
Look,
you was locked in, bro.
I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably the reason why, like, I never get offended by comedy, man. Like, it's either funny or it's not funny. That's it.
No,
was your joke funny?
I like comedy to make me groan. Like did he really say that?
Let me go a little off topic here from Dave Chappelle, because Van Lathan posted this on his account. I almost responded. First, I'm gonna leave a comment. I'm like, nah, that's not the right idea, because then like just the shit show of Instagram comments, right? Then I was like, I'm gonna DM him. Then I was like, you know what? What does it matter? Like, why do I feel I'm friends with Van, but like, why do I feel the need to convince him of some shit or whatever? Van was saying, his post was, as I pull it up right here, just so that I get the caption right. I don't want to put words in his mouth, pause if necessary. It was, here we go. It was a video of the dude that won the Senate race in Pennsylvania, who beat Dr. Oz, right? And he was like doing his acceptance speech or his victory speech or whatever. And in the corner, there's this conservative comedian. I don't know who it is. I've never heard of the dude, but he's making jokes. He's joking like, oh, they look like they're wearing like basketball shorts or whatever. Da, da. And then he made like a Trayvon Martin joke. And Van's caption is, sorry to anger you guys, but listen to Steven Crowder, that's his name, poke fun at the slaughter of Trayvon Martin. This is an American conservative comedian making money off pain of black people, mocking Trayvon Martin for laughs. There will be no boycotts here, no suspensions, no sensitivity training, no nothing. A lot of pushback you're seeing recently is because we live in this world where being insensitive and ignorant towards us isn't a mistake. It's a career. Slogans on t-shirts from even black men sometimes, jokes, movies, platforms, all profit off of excoriating black people. By and large, when this happens, we just have to fucking swallow it. Now, I get what he's saying. And in 99% of society and art even, I think he's right. But dog, you can't compare what a basketball player or what a musician says or posts or whatever to a comedian making jokes. Even if the jokes are offensive to you, at the end of the day, that dude's making jokes. Is it my type of comedy? No. Did I think the joke was funny? No. But I can't say, oh, but there ain't going to be no sense. No, because he's a comedian. What sensitivity training? Where are we when we're expecting the comics to go to HR for words, not for things they've done to
people?
Hey,
that's your man Lane though, so that's why I'm like,
I get it, but that's why like
it's like regardless if you leave a comment, cool, like you know what it is. No. You ain't really trying to go there with him, so you like,
yeah, like my thought process was like, leave a comment. I'm like, nope, because then everyone's gonna be like, Amin likes like racist jokes. Then I was like, I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna DM him. And I was like, why? Like, I'm not gonna convince Van anything in this moment. Either he's fully 10 toes deep into that belief, and what I say ain't gonna change his mind, or Van is maybe exaggerating a little bit for the lane he's in which case, again, that's not gonna.
Again,
like, either way, there's no way.
The past month has been whataboutisms. That's it. That's it. Niggas just want to be like, because nigga gonna pull up Riley Cooper if a nigga do all that, and that's Riley again. Cooper. Nigga, Riley Cooper.
Nigga, don't act like you don't know who the fuck
act like you
Riley
know
Cooper is.
Riley Cooper
this nigga all of a sudden you got amnesia, nigga.
Nigga hating Riley Cooper. I ain't got no love for nigga hating Riley Cooper. That's his name.
Like Riley.
I haven't heard that name in so long.
Doesn't ring a bell. Doesn't ring a bell.
No suspension. Played. Got fined. But again, that's a good comparison. But again, why is niggas bringing that up? You know what I mean? Like, it's whataboutism. It's like more so the focus.
Damn, I forgot all about him.
Like,
I bet you did.
And I don't want to do Kyrie talk part 700, but it's just like,
no, we ain't got to do all that shit.
And no, but it is something that's like, yo, like I got into this with my group chat where niggas were saying, oh, but Brett Favre, da da da. I said, yo, real talk, none of you fuckers gave a fuck about Brett Favre. And you guys never talk. I said the reason, they keep talking about it, but they don't talk about Brett Favre. Like, motherfucker, I don't see you talking about Brett Favre. And my boy said, I talk about Brett Favre. I said, when did you bring up Brett Favre? When this Kyrie shit happened? I said, exactly.
What about
you don't really give a fuck about Brett Favre in the same way that white people really don't give a fuck about Chicago. It's just something you bringing up to avoid the responsibility of the moment. It's the responsibility of the moment. I'm not saying Brett Favre ain't a piece of shit. Of course he's a piece of shit. But when you say, well, they're not talking about him, like, nigga, you're not talking about him.
Brett Favre been a piece of shit. He was sending dick pics.
But here's the thing, though. Niggas send dick pics, though.
No, but I mean,
I'm saying that don't make a nigga a piece of shit.
No, I'm just giving a timestamp. I'm not saying, let me clarify. I'm not saying sending the dick pic made him a piece of shit. I'm saying he's been a piece of shit since back then. That's what I'm trying to say.
I will say this again. The FBI is building a case on this nigga. When they ready to kick in the door and wave in the fofo, they will do so.
Ain't shit gonna happen, yo.
I disagree. But at the end of the day, we need to stop the whataboutisms. How can we fix the situation on what it is? If you don't like Kanye, cool. Let's stop talking about the nigga. Ignore him. If you mad about the Kyrie shit, cool. Be mad. But again, saying, oh, nigga, I'm gonna boycott Nike. No, you're not.
No, you not.
I'm gonna stop watching the NBA. No, you're not. You don't care that much.
You don't care.
Niggas was losing their mind during the pandemic when we didn't have to leave for like 30 days. Now you about to tell me you just gonna stop watching it all together? Please.
Hey, a nigga not about to settle for no other bread, bro, not to be fly, and a nigga not about to give up the NBA. That's
my thing. It's like you don't really care like that, and I was like, you don't care. Like, oh, I care when people do shit to poor people. Like, no, you don't. No, it's shit that sounds nice to say out loud.
Hey,
but you don't.
One
really
of the homies
care.
called me out on that, and I fuck with him still to this day. My nigga said he was telling me about how the welfare system has hit LA so hard where kids not even getting fed at school, right? Mm-hmm. And my response was like, damn, dog, that's heartbreaking. He said, no, you're not. You're not heartbroken. You just saying that shit because if you really was heartbroken, you would be doing something about it.
Right.
It's just a convenience of the word or saying it like to pander the opportunity of this particular moment.
That doesn't mean we don't like
we don't sympathize with
that shit sucks. Yeah, that shit sucks. That shit fucking sucks.
But to be like, oh man, dog, that's sad. You're not sad, nigga. You're not sad, bro.
Yo, I'm thinking about the few times both of you gentlemen on separate occasions have DM'd me and just been like, yo, come on. And I just be like, yo, get the fuck out of here, dog. Like, yo, like I feel it. I understand, but this shit crazy. Y'all are two funny individuals. That's all I'm saying.
We not just saying
funny guys.
I do want people to be human. I get that.
Yeah.
But when you go to the part, and I'm guilty of it. I did this shit plenty of times where niggas done use me as a vessel to be like, go hard on this nigga. And I'll press a nigga online, like, what's up, nigga? Like, hey, nigga, what's all that shit you talk about? And then I'll be looking crazy.
Yeah.
A couple months later,
This nigga said,
like,
what's up, nigga?
You know what I'm saying?
He reaching.
Like I really can sock a nigga online. Like, I can't, bro. Like, I can't press a nigga like.
What happens 2 months later?
I just look like a dickhead because I have to fucking deal with the people later on. Like, hey, man, so we on a pod together. That's awkward. Or it's in a situation where it wasn't that deep. It was 3 days of frustration when you just got to give time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm done overreacting or being that type of freedom fighter for like social media. Where like, nigga, that shit exhausting. Could you imagine reacting to everything?
Yeah, do it, bro.
It's not gonna happen.
Even if I made a career out of it, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man.
You gonna look like motherfucking Barack, nigga. You gonna look like Barack, nigga.
Age, you're gonna age.
8 year term. You gonna age so fast, nigga. All this shit gonna be great. Be looking like Jock Vaughn up in this bitch.
Yo, I was gonna say great, but do a comeback though. Cause then I'm back on. Then I'm back on. Jerv, would you be a freedom fighter on social media if it meant you get your hairline back?
Oh my nigga, what?
That nigga? He'd be the nigga in front of the cops.
What's my man? Fuck. The dude that be on top of all the social issues all the time.
Who?
The dude that they said ain't even black. Oh man.
Oh, Sean King.
Sean King.
I'll be Sean King, bro. I will be Sean King like a mother. Hairline be down here, crispy.
He got the motherfucker.
Yo, I've never seen that dude. Yo.
Paul George. Oh, you talking about in real life?
In person, yeah. I've never seen him either.
No, I've never seen a video. I'm starting to think that nigga is psyop, like a 3D rendered nigga that is just created.
Like that rapper that got signed. Remember him?
Oh, the AI nigga, yes.
Yeah, he was rapping about the Tesla truck, and I was like, how do you get a Tesla truck? They're like, wait,
I do believe that nigga might be a psyop nigga that they created. The government created this nigga. He ain't a real nigga. It's a nigga. No, but it was I think a homie told me he went to school with the nigga or something. I was like, all right. I mean,
really?
Okay.
Ain't no class pictures pop up, no nothing, dog.
This nigga, he looked like Aaron Williams that used to hoop for the Nets.
Oh yeah, the whitest black man ever.
The whitest black man.
Yo, 2 straight weeks. We had 2 straight weeks. Yeah, he does. He looked exactly like a creative player. But 2 straight weeks of Aaron Williams references on the show. Shout out to that. Yo, man, let me tell you something. My Instagram Explore page recently has turned into like the niggas that get like the tattoo hairline. Oh, man, I hate how if you look at like Instagram long enough, like at some point, like maybe it does work. I hate that. I hate it so much, man. This shit was so dumb to me, and I'm like,
that's marketing, man. That's good.
Now I'm like, maybe. I'm holding my shit like. Could they make it look natural? Like, what do? Do I grow it out a little bit so it doesn't look? Oh man,
I ain't gonna lie. I thought of Jerv the other day, man. It was a meme on Facebook. Of course, it's Facebook, right? It's a bald nigga, but he was getting ready to get his like shit, like
glue shit
planted on. But the nigga put the glue where it looked like sesame seeds. This shit looked like a burger. I don't fucking know. I was like
the top of a Big
Mac. What that got to do with me?
But the nigga was your skin tone. So you're like, nigga, you look like a bun, nigga.
That's wild, man. Yo, real quick, that's wild. Have y'all seen?
The color nigga, you look like a bun is crazy. Yeah, that's my fault, Jerv. That's fucking rude.
Atlanta, the series finale. Is it wrong? Is it wrong that I'm like, as an episode, not as the way to end the series, but as an episode, I'm like, well, this one was actually not bad. It was funny. Right. We got everyone in there. And most importantly, Jerv, we had some sort of connection to the rest of the season in that Earn makes a joke that Alfred has a broken foot. And old McAlfred had a farm. Like, I'm like, finally, y'all niggas actually made some shit that has something to do with something. It only took the whole season. Jerv, you didn't like that episode? Forget about this is how the series ends.
Okay.
Did you like that episode?
I chuckled.
For real? I feel like you liked some of the other shit earlier this season. I thought all that shit was trash. You like that fucking the Goofy movie one?
Shit was funny. Yo, my man stood on the table for the picture, dog. Like, what are you talking about? I mean, it was straight. It wasn't. I mean, I guess I'm looking at it through the finale standpoint. You know what I mean?
Just as an episode. If you thought there was another episode coming next week, like
what's the whole girl name?
Van. No, she's been solid since day one, bro. Come on.
I'm not saying she hasn't, but Van gave us one last goodbye, bro. Like she said, "Yo, y'all niggas gonna remember me. Check me out and everything I got coming up."
I know, man. Again, later in the show, we'll talk about Black Panther, and I'm gonna tell you something about a tweet I sent while watching Black Panther. But yes, Van, we definitely got a great goodbye from Van right there. No, I liked it because also the thing about Atlanta was there was always something I felt was relatable in it. And like the idea of we're going to go to this restaurant, but like there's a Popeyes right there. And like I know we agreed to eat here or whatever, but god damn it, I just want that goddamn chicken sandwich, man.
That chicken sandwich, dog.
Oh my god, that smell. They're right. If you were in the area, in the environment of a Popeyes, you smell that shit instantly. And it makes you forget everything. Everything. Like my life doesn't matter anymore. I just want that Popeyes. I don't know what's in it. And then I'm gonna tell you when I laughed the hardest. The speech by the dude, the chef, the dude that owns the restaurant. You ain't laughed, Jerv. That nigga was like, it's like the opening night of Queen and Slim. We were full, and then 15 minutes later, we were empty because, and I quote, that nigga trying to serve us poison fish. Dog, I mean, I laughed so goddamn hard, man.
Would you have eaten that shit?
Fuck no. No, I'm sorry.
This nigga serving me poisoned fish.
No, I like to be fair, I probably wouldn't eat it even at like a fancy ass Japanese restaurant.
Hey, that's funny. I think the undertone of it too is just like how niggas look at niggas in the establishments. Of just like, nah, bro. Like, why would he do that? We're skeptical on our own people, you know what I'm saying? So I think that was underlying.
Well, and
would y'all go to a black-owned sushi place?
I try it.
I try it. But if I get sick, that's your ass. Racist ass Jerv.
But then
racist ass Trey. Trey said, if I get sick, that's your ass. Niggas, is that anyone else's ass?
Yes, it is. Nigga, I get one. Nigga, you get one shot with food. That's it. That's it. I don't go back in. I don't do that shit. But like, no. But to get back to the story, it's crazy that Darius really was fucked up. And for his solo episode to be the last episode, I thought it was fitting and that it was all a dream. You know what I'm saying?
That the whole shit was a dream?
The end was the last night. No, the inception part was the last night of it. You know what I'm saying? So that was the last time they actually got to kick it. You feel me? Before Earn moved to LA, before Paperboy went to all this shit. But again, he just mentally was cooked. You know what I'm saying? Because he just didn't even know what was real and whatever.
Wait, are you saying it was supposed to be the whole experience was a dream or just that night? The entire experience. See, I think
the entire whole shit. Because when you go to, if we go, not that you ever gonna fucking watch the show again. Never. When you go back and you think about the club and the invisible car and all like alternate reality shit of like a white kid doing the patois and all just a bunch of shit that was just
the white Bieber, a black Bieber. I mean,
but I'm just saying all the weird shit that was going on in the show was all in Darius' head. You know what I'm saying? And
that's the other part I laugh when he's like, "Come on, guys, get in my pink Maserati,"
and he spins out, and then they play the like music and shit. But in season 2, remember when they're at the party, they go to like I forgot some fucking party, and he's sitting at the pool with the girl, and he tells her that she's a sim.
Yeah,
It was long time. It was a long time ago.
Yeah,
but,
it was
but
a
he
Manson party. It was Drake's house, right? The party at Drake's house.
Yeah, yeah. But the thing was that niggas, they tried to be too deep with it, and I think that's where they kind of wasted a lot of shit. But mainly, this shit was all in this dude's head. You get what I'm saying?
So Paperboy never really happened. Like he never was like a rapper.
No, it happened, but like again, it ended. Like everything else was all kind of created through
kind of like him going to his brother's house and cracking jokes and asking this and that, but then like we get that scene where it's like, oh no, his brother's been dead,
gone,
and so he's just reliving memories of. I mean, I guess again,
so he goes to the flow tunnel. I mean, he goes to the flow shit to kind of escape. You get what I'm saying? And I should have dove super hard into it, but I wanted to have an explanation.
No, I mean that makes sense.
Confused, but then
that makes sense.
They were inspired by the nigga who did Inception. You get what I'm saying? Right. But kind of put a spin on it. And his spinning. If Jerv, you seen this, this is not spoiler rich, but you seen the fucking spinning top on Inception. His shit was Judge Judy.
Yeah, I think Judge Judy. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And overall, obviously, Judge Judy didn't appear obviously throughout the fucking show.
Well, she did. We got to think Judge Judy that one scene.
No, but I'm talking about through the episode she did, but I'm talking about throughout the rest of the show for him to like separate.
Oh yeah, at the end he's watching Judge Judy, but we don't get to see what she looks like.
Whole shit.
In the same way that at the end of Inception, we don't get to see whether the top falls or not. I mean, look.
And that night that we get to see where it's actually real, or in the part where he's looking at him, is the last night that they actually hung out. So it goes like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
which is like Inception when his kids run into the house and all that shit.
Yeah.
But look, all right, I guess that makes it a little bit more complex than the whole. It was just a dream, but at the end of the day, when you tell me it was just a dream, like I'm automatically turned off.
I didn't sign up for that shit.
Of course, because season 1 was we bought into a whole different show.
Right.
And also when you look at the covers, right? One part, the 1 and 2 is red. The other one is blue, 3 and 4. So you did it on the Matrix.
Oh, well, I mean, again.
Oh, this nigga got lost. He got lost in a fucking YouTube.
Let me tell everybody. Trey medically can't drink anymore. He can't drink. He can't.
I'm hyper focused on everything.
So like this motherfucker right now.
I'm sitting here and all this shit. I'm like, how the fuck was I supposed to know all this shit? I thought I was watching a rapper become famous this entire time.
Jerv, Trey is like that episode of Seinfeld where George stops having sex and stops whatever.
Oh, he becomes super smart.
Super smart. That's a Trey, just having a Trey. Like,
hey,
like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been building out a server right now on Mastodon. I've been listen, I'm learning how to code. I've been locked in, bro, using my fucking free time to do hobbies.
Trey about to find a cure for diseases, all types of shit.
Fried food and alcohol was keeping Trey down, man.
Hey, man, PDO glad locked in, bro. Dog,
I can't wait for Trey to like run for president or some shit like that. And I'm just gonna
man, we ain't gonna do all that, but I will say
some shit.
I'm
locked
locked in.
You're gonna do some shit. You're gonna do some shit where literally me and Jerv won't be able to get in contact with you anymore. We'll be like Sean. We'll be like, hey, Trey, I'm in your city. I'm like, fuck you, nigga.
Yo, speaking of Sean, right? I love this weekly Sean update because it's just great. It is fun because he hears it later and then he just complains. This nigga Sean texts me, yo, you out? It's Thursday. Random Thursday. It's like 9, 10 p.m. Yo, you out? I'm like, Sean, it's Thursday. Fuck that mean? Nigga, am I supposed to be out? Nigga, I'm not the vibes director, nigga. I don't fucking know, bro. He's getting frustrated.
Director.
He's frustrated with me because I don't want to be out on a fucking random ass Thursday. Even though it's Veterans Day tomorrow, that's not a reason for me to stay out an extra disgusting amount of hours on a Thursday in New York. I don't get it. That nigga shot is hilarious, bro.
One quick thing for Atlanta before we move off of it. Kevin Iso from Flatbush Misdemeanors makes the cameo appearance as Darius' what's my man? Darius's brother, which is cool on a couple levels. Obviously, it's cool whenever we see people that we like from other things kind of get a glow up or get an opportunity, but also because Darius's character is Nigerian in the show, so it's cool they got an actual Nigerian to play his brother. You know, Kevin's of Nigerian descent, so that was a cool look. I mentioned it earlier or in another episode of this week's episodes of BOMM. I met him outside of the Comedy Cellar, and I was like, "Oh shit, man!" Like, such a huge fan of the show, and he fucking knew who I was, and he knew I was from this, because Dan told him, like, "Yeah, you guys did the shit with Dan, and da. We really appreciate all the love you've been showing us." I was like, that was really fucking cool. Like, you know, it always means more to me when people say they listen to BOMM or, you know, they watch something from BOMM or whatever.
Because it's deep cut. It's like, nigga, like, if you know, you know. Like, niggas ain't, like, nigga, some random, I don't even know who it was. Some black dude was like, which podcast do you listen, black podcast you listen to, and don't promote your own. And seeing motherfuckers tag us was like, oh.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get it. Like, again, we got to give ourselves a little bit more credit. We've been rocking for like 5-6 years now, consistently.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
Probably the most consistent podcast out there. And we're like constantly evolving. We haven't switched up the cast that much. And again, it shows a testament to like where the fuck this show has been. We've showed up in like serious moments. We've showed up for like funny moments. We've showed up for like etiquette for other races. These different things. And
I miss those, man. I miss when people would ask us like questions, like how do I
and again, I think we can get back to this stuff.
We had Kev cut hair live on the bro. Shout out
again, these are things that obviously we've had so many. I wish there was, and I got the free time now. I might just put a contributor list of how many people actually been on each show. Like every guest that we've had.
His brain is out of this world. This nigga's brain into the sky.
Hey man, I got that but time, bro. I'll be watching shit and I just sit here, bro. I'm telling you, I'm so locked in at this point.
Nigga out here fucking getting smart and shit.
I'm gonna invent some shit. I'm telling you now.
What's the third topic?
Oh, nigga. Listen.
Oh, Hov.
I know we was posted before that, nigga.
We ain't gotta do Hov.
We ain't gotta do Hov. I'm tired of Hov. But I want to talk about how fucking Twitter Blue is ruining Twitter.
Nigga. Oh man. It's doing what to Twitter?
It's ruining Twitter, nigga.
No, nigga. This has been the most fun week of Twitter since like fucking To Catch a Predator.
Okay. You're right. All right.
I'm having a ball, bro.
All right. Here's the thing. Best $8 ever spent. If you're just a regular Twitter nigga, because this is fake retweets on steroids, right? Pretty much. You remember the fake retweet era?
Yes.
Where niggas is getting in trouble. So now we got a nigga paying $8 to fucking mock brands. Not fun for me, I mean, on the serious side, because I work in advertising, right? Yeah. So then it's a pain in my fucking side, and then also sports, right? Because now we got niggas, the news breakers, or the fake accounts, just doing anything. It's just the wild, wild west. So that's the frustrating part. But when you talk about the fun side of it, if I'm a troll, the Biden shit.
Let me hold on. I'm gonna read them. I'm gonna read them, right? It's George W. Bush. I miss killing Iraqis. Verified, by the way. Verified Tesla breaking. This one's fucked up. I'm gonna say right now, but it's funny, but it's fucked up. A second Tesla has hit the World Trade Center. Fuck, man. From a verified Tesla account, from verified Rudy Giuliani. Nancy Pelosi and I do not agree on many things, but them things be thangin', I tell you what.
Them things be thangin'.
And this one, crying when I saw this one. President Biden I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. Yo, they are fucking. Yo, I have been. Twitter hasn't been this funny in so long, man. The reckless funny, man. Reckless ass jokes. Inappropriate as fuck.
It's definitely inappropriate. It's definitely wild. Like I said, it's the wild, wild west in those accords because again, it is fucking changing every second, and niggas is panicking, especially thinking about the communities you built on this motherfucker, right? And this nigga really just editing live, firing niggas, hiring niggas, changing shit. Official tag, remove the tag, verify this nigga, verify. Nigga, the Onion is verified. I started laughing. I said, hey, bro, the Onion and Ballsack Sports, I can't wait for these local news shits to really grab and be like, oh, this shit, because it's from a verified account. Again,
I got friends that work for Twitter. I feel for them. This sucks. Their fucking life and their livelihoods are getting upside that shit. Your man, Jerv, your former housemate, right?
Oh no, I never lived with him, but I lived in the same joint or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, no.
Oh, that's right. Oh, y'all missed. Yeah, I forgot there was a revolving door.
That's a revolving door crib.
but yeah, man. Like I texted him. I was like, "Yo, is everything okay?" And he's like, "I mean, not really. Like, shit was going crazy, but you know, I feel for them. I honestly do feel for them." But, I mean, hold on, let me find this other one, man. There's so many of these.
He's like, you did your Chappelle shit. You were like, let me just read this statement real quick. Like, listen, I feel for everybody over there, and I just want y'all to know I feel y'all. But
I'm with them, but also, man, fuck, man, that shit is funny. I'm
just reflecting now on the parts of like, if this is the end of Twitter, my nigga.
Yeah.
Which I don't think. I think Twitter is shifting into another wave. You know what I'm saying? But I was just reflecting on like nigger navy.
Oh man. The best one was in Twitter.
Yeah,
nigger navy is
my jeans.
Yeah, I mean we got so many.
LeBron lying.
That should have been a topic.
Bro, that's not even fucking on anyone's brain. I forgot all about that till you just said it. Yo, this shit is amazing.
Who knew LeBron would be the face of live? Like a nigga said, yo, if a nigga asks where my homie, if my homie girl asked where he was at the other night, and nigga posted the LeBron meme. That
one was perfect. But I want to show y'all some shit. He said, who knew that LeBron would be the face of lying? I don't do this often, but when I get to do it. All right, so take a look at this meme that I created. This is an Amin original. And look at LeBron's face, and then look at Krista Ledlow's face. Right? So the caption is, when you know someone's lying, but you just mind your own business. And this is at a sneaker release for the LeBrons or whatever. Now, I want y'all to see the time and date when this was created.
Look at my man being a futurist. Okay. September 17th, 2014 at 7:18 p.m. on Tweet Logics.
On Tweet Logics.
On fucking shout out to Tweet Logics. It's a great app.
I made that shit fucking lying 8 years ago.
Like
8 years ago.
Listen, the shit that pissed me off out of all the lies, he ain't have to do it. Which one? Well, the takeoff shit. No, the takeoff shit was so disgusting because it's like, all right, for one, nigga, is it weird to dress up like someone
who just died? It's super weird.
I ain't understand.
Let's assume he was telling the truth, Trey, about everything. It is incredibly weird to do that. Incredibly weird.
He said he was rocking with it 2010. They ain't come out to 2011.
And they posted
Takeoff was 16 years old.
They posted a video Takeoff in 2010, and he was like literally like playing like he's just a kid. He was a little child, man. Oh, it's so unnecessary.
It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. You're too old. I just don't understand why he has to make everything about him. Arguably, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But also, arguably, one of the greatest liars of all time.
Liars. The lies, man.
Nigga,
and I love how
you don't have to be a part of every fucking conversation.
The full laundry list of all the lies this nigga done told one after another. I was like, oh my God. When the nigga said, I watched The Godfather like 6 times, and my man said, yo, what was your favorite scene? And he's like, oh. No, The Godfather? I know motherfuckers who never watched The Godfather that could quote a scene from The Godfather.
Like, it's not that hard.
And by the way, you're the Mr. Photographic Memory. That's the other part. It's like, you can't even get away with it.
I make that point on OG. Like, bro, for a nigga that know every player that come in the league, every play, call out every play, call out. Nigga, I'm telling you, nigga, I done walk in the Suns locker room, visiting locker room, and nigga knew every reporter in there, nigga. Every nigga. Even the new niggas on this beat. Like, I ain't talking to them niggas.
How was your first day?
I ain't talking to niggas.
How was your first day? That'd be some funny shit, man. If the nigga was so up to date on people's shit. Oh my God.
And then to not know that, I'm bugged out.
But you know what's crazy, Trey? That to me is the greatest thing that Twitter provides in its purest form. Is that LeBron James, one of the greatest to ever do it on any level. This dude is tall. He's like good looking. He's in great shape. He's got a beautiful wife, beautiful kids that seem to be like about the right things. Lives in a great house and like has all these celebrity friends and, you know, makes movies. Like the nigga should be like, oh, that's like the perfect life. Even that nigga ain't safe. Even that nigga ain't safe from these.
Nobody's safe on Twitter.
Nobody's safe, man. Like
they even talk about the nigga hair, and then now they found out the nigga be lying.
Climb to the top of Mount Olympus, and we pulling that nigga down too.
Yo,
nobody's safe.
Then they said that nigga said, "Yo, I told JFK, don't ride with the top down." Like, I'm sorry, I know, I probably should have said that. But that shit crazy. Yo, he just be.
Hold on, man. Let me
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's too many of those lion memes, bro.
It's the best. I remember telling Sonya, oh, that was the one. So apparently, Sonya Curry, in an interview, revealed that she almost had an abortion while she was pregnant with Steph. Almost had an abortion when she was pregnant with Steph, right? And so they screenshotted like the news story, and then the next one was the picture of this picture of LeBron, where that nigga just looked like you're lying. And it says, "I remember telling Sonya, don't get that abortion. This kid will be the best shooter the NBA has ever seen." Oh man,
bro, the fact that he lied about Kobe scoring 81 was still funny.
No.
That one crazy. He said, "I knew he was gonna get it."
I had a feel. Anything with it. Of course, I remember 9/11. It was during my sophomore year. I remember pulling my coach's head during early morning practice and saying, "I have a feeling about the World Trade Center collapsing today." We heard about the planes 15 minutes later. Yo, they went nuts on this nigga, man.
Yeah.
And here's the other crazy part. I remember the day MLK got shot. I woke up that morning like, man, something don't feel right about today. An hour later, he got shot. Oh man. Here's the crazy thing about it is, and this is the other thing about Twitter that makes it special. I know this nigga saw every single one of these memes.
Every single one.
Every single one.
And he biting his motherfucking nails. He don't know how to strategically respond to it. And I'm waiting on one. Listen.
You see, he don't bring them books out no more when he go to games.
Listen, I'm waiting on one bold
like when I changed my jeans.
Reporter. I'm waiting on one bold reporter to ask. I'm waiting. Yo, so Twitter has this discussion about you lying. Like, nobody gonna do it. That's the
it's got to be someone with nothing to lose. Like I don't
That's
need
it.
this shit.
That's it. That's just like I don't give a fuck. I wish I was on that beat. I wish I was on the Lakers beat because I wouldn't give a fuck.
They go get a credential just for the Laker game. Oh shit!
I wouldn't give a fuck, man. I'm in LA next week, so
All right.
Lakers.
There you go.
I hope y'all playing at home. I might pull up.
All right.
Oh God.
Black Panther 2 came out. Took the kids and my dad. We went and saw it yesterday. And first of all, I see all the Mexican homies now got their own little Wakanda forever. This shit, I can't wait for this Christmas. Everyone takes
Hadouken. Hadouken.
I was like, okay, I see where we're going with this. Not as good as the first one. First of all, by the way, let me start right here. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
I like this one better than the other one, bro.
Oh, what? We need more time for this then, because
this is my thing. The first one felt very authentic and like in of itself, right? And this one felt like the Riri, get her fucking ass out of here. Like, oh my God, I'm the black person who makes little black jokes all the time. What, you gonna give me one of those too? Like, I was like, come on, man. We don't need this like translator for everybody, man. Like just let them be like black and excellent in and of itself. I don't need someone to be a clown up in their shit, right? Some Jar Jar Binks ass chick in there. But then the other thing also was like, I just felt like they were trying to make too many points. Whereas Black Panther was about like just authentically, look at black excellence. This one felt like they're pointing out, like, hey, black people, like, we like to do this. But then like, I'm like, I don't need all that, man. I didn't like it. It was a good movie, but not as good as the first one for sure. Trey, you have the opposite. You think it's better. Why do you say that?
I think it hit on a lot of points. I thought it was a well written, and how they were able to like basically transition Chadwick's character off.
Yes, that was they did it perfect. They did that perfectly.
And then also kind of introducing this new plot with the villain, because again, the fact that you even gotta write a new character in it could have been any nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck? Right. You know what I mean? Gonna do this. Well,
so as a comic book nerd, like I remember Namor the Submariner in the comics. He was from Atlantis, and he had the pointy ears and the winged feet, but he's a white guy pretty much. So they made him into kind of a Mesoamerican Mayan.
So they wasn't gonna colonize. They wasn't about to big up no colonizers up in this motherfucker.
And so I like that shit. I like it as a parallel to Wakanda. Like, this is like, again, the Mexican homies now have their Wakanda forever or whatever. But I did like that. It was well developed and cool. I just didn't like, when they go overhead with the points about like, all right, man, relax.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think it gave everybody something to pull from it, depending on what you went for. Like, again, I'm not gonna be, what is it, the Viola Davis joint? I ain't gonna pull up to that. But again, they linked heavy on the women soldiers. You know what I'm saying? So you get that. You get the women empowerment and feminism. You get the proper send off for Chadwick Boseman, because niggas was against it. Like, nigga, we can't replace Black Panther. You can't recast it. Nah, nigga, they put him up on the wall. They sent him up. They did all the shit they was supposed to do. Cool, they hit on that. They tapped into a whole nother culture. Gave the Latino homies somebody. You feel me? Bomb. Hit that too. But then also from everything else, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I felt like it was a lot of symbolism to it of like handling death, mourning, and letting shit go. It was a way deeper moment than, and maybe too serious for what niggas probably came into it for. Because again, that shit was like how to like, you know what I'm saying, Shuri character just kind of like being most niggas out here. I relate to Shuri, you feel me? Like staying busy and not actually sitting with my fucking feelings, you know what I'm saying? Or actually like pouring into that shit. But then also lose like the brother, the family, and then like being yourself. Like certain parts on there where that hit on like, nigga, I can't live my goals and shit for my mom because she no longer here, bro. You feel me? Like,
right.
it was so much seriousness into it that maybe niggas didn't really want that and too deep, but it was a lot of symbolism.
Jerv definitely didn't want that.
Jerv wanted action shit, and I thought they did a great job.
Yeah,
like
action
trying
was
to do
dope.
that shit.
Jerv, you didn't like the action?
So I thought it was a good movie. Like, you know what I mean? I thought it was cool. It was a straight movie. Some of my thoughts on it, I'm gonna just keep to myself because it just ain't gonna sit right. And there's nothing I can do to explain it without it just sounding crazy. But I mean, the action was straight. I feel like. Let me ask you this: since we already did the spoiler alert, how did he die? Not real life.
No, it was
Chadwick. There's disease.
Yeah, they had him as like a unknown disease. Yeah. They basically They basically carried over what actually happened. You feel me? Because again, how they did it too, yeah. And I thought,
and she said, why didn't he tell me?
Yeah.
If he had told me, I could have done something.
But that's what I'm saying. Even for the whole shit of writing it in, it allowed. Yeah. You can't even imagine spending time with somebody thinking like, oh, we're gonna get a sequel, or we're gonna do this. Right. And motherfucker really passed. Like most of them people crying on the actual shot was really feeling that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear all that.
Because I'm just saying, like it was almost like they used the movie as a vehicle, as a eulogy type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, they like the Chadwick part, they handled it, I thought, perfectly. Like you can't do it better than that. Jerv, what would you have done? Like you got the look. What would you have done?
Because niggas just want mad if you don't have him in there at all.
No. Move on off of it.
No, you can't move on off of it or whatever. I think I felt like I could tell the parts that were not the original, and not in a bad way. Like I felt like the movie was just really, really long for no reason. Yeah, to be honest with you, I thought it was too long, and I felt like they gave us, without being disrespectful, because it's going to come up. I'm not being disrespectful. I felt like they gave us. They could have like kind of wrapped up the Chadwick part a little faster, which would have just made the movie shorter. Like I felt like we would like.
I mean, I don't think. I mean, like, yeah, you can't.
I get it. No, I get it. Right? Like, let me be clear. I get it. I just felt like the movie is. I feel like the actual battle scene when we finally we fucking go like 2 hours and 15 minutes in the movie and I ain't seen fucking Black Panther yet. Or like,
well, yeah, no, yeah, like, yeah, it takes us a while to get to that place.
But that's what that's
what I mean. Like,
but also you have to kind of build up that new character. You know, I mean, obviously,
you can't just jump in like, hey guys,
yeah, like she can't, because the thing is, she never wanted to be it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that's
even
one
though
thing.
In the comics, the sister does become the Black Panther. That's
but I'm saying you have to get there. Yeah. You have to get there to a point of like, she don't think she gonna ever be it because the mom alive, the mom overprotective. Like, you have to build that shit up. I do understand the part too where niggas was fighting and then she took the nigga over to the dry area where niggas gotta fight. And nigga like, all right, and these niggas just fighting at the tip of the boat.
Yeah,
but like a long period of time, maybe I complain about that. You know what I'm saying? But guys, for it to be a 2 hour plus movie, that's Marvel movies, bro. You cannot be that nigga. I'm sorry,
guys. We buried the lead. We buried the lead. The most important part, by far, of this movie. God damn Lupita. Oh my God.
Shout out to Lupita.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Lupita.
Still looking solid bills.
Look, let me tell you right now, man. I manifested it. I'm following her on Instagram.
I knew exactly what you meant as soon as you brought that shit up.
I was like, right in the middle of the movie, I did two things. One, I was like, Lord Almighty, Lupita. I tweeted that in the middle of the movie, and then I went to Instagram. I was like, let me go follow her. She's got 10 million followers, but I've got a blue check mark, and that means something. Goddamn it, on Instagram, that's
your comment's going to be acknowledged. You're not going to get to the bottom.
Sir. See, this is my thing. I start with a little likes here and there. And then like maybe like the next couple ones, then I'll start leaving comments, little funny comments here and there, and then we react to Instagram stories, and that, ladies and gentlemen, where the magic happens. And next time y'all see me, I'm gonna be on the red carpet for fucking phase 6 of Marvel movies and shit.
Hey, this nigga go hey, with a low hairline like Paul George.
Yo, that's coming too. Straight out of Turkey. All right, fellas, that's gonna do it for us here on Black Opinions Matter. Again, shout out to Jerv, shout out to Trey. Thank you to listener. Patreon.com/countthedings. Make sure you're a subscriber. If you were a subscriber, you would have got this entire podcast all at once, as opposed to in the little chunks. You also get the OG show that me, Trey, Waz, Zach, Tom, and Jay do. You also get the watch-alongs. You also get the Discord, all type of shit. Make sure you're a subscriber. Tap in all of this stuff, all the good feelings. Until next time, stay black, motherfuckers.